இது நிறைய முதல்ல லெசன்ஸ் எல்லாம் நிறையா லெசன்ஸ் எல்லாம் ஆன்லைனாகவே வீடியோ லெசன்ஸ் எல்லாம் ஆன்லைனாக தான் செய்ய முடியும். எதுவும் அளவுக்கு மேலே செஞ்சால் நல்லதில்லை. ஆனால் இப்படி தான் இப்போ எல்லா குழந்தைங்களும் கற்றுக்குறாங்க. ப்ளஸ் எங்கே இருந்தாலும் எப்படி எந்த நேரத்துலையும் ஏதாவது ஒரு ஒப்பன் கண்டுபிடிக்கணும்னா இதுதான் சுலபமான வழி.
ஃபேஸ் டு ஃபேஸ்
நான் வளர்ந்துருக்கும் போது எனக்கு அந்த சான்ஸே இல்லை. இப்போது எல்லாருக்கும் நான் சொல்லுவேன் 90% இப்போது ஆன்லைனாக தான் நடக்கிறது. இப்போது செஸ் கிளப்புக்கு போய் ஒருத்தர் கண்டுபிடிச்சி அங்கே உட்காந்து ஆடுறதுக்கு அது சில வடை தான் பண்ணுவாங்க. நிறைய ஆன்லைனாக தான். ப்ளஸ் யாரெல்லாம் ஆன்லைனாக கற்றுக்குறாங்களோ ஸ்ட்ராங் கிராண்ட் மாஸ்டர் ஆகிடுறாங்க. ஸோ இப்படி தான் இந்த புது இன்ஃபர்மேஷன்லாம் இப்படி தான் எடுத்துக்க முடிகிறது. கண்டிப்பாக இதான் நானே இப்போது சில வாட்டி யோசிப்பேன், கொஞ்சம் கம்ப்யூட்டரோட வேலை செய்கிறது குறைச்சிட்டு இன்னும் போர்டில் ப்ராக்டிஸ் பண்ணணுன்னு. ஆனால் ஒரு அளவுக்கு மேலே குறைக்க முடியாது. எனக்கு என்ன வேலை கம்ப்யூட்டரோடு செய்ய முடிகிறதோ அது ஒரு போர்டில் ஒரு அந்த 5 நிமிஷத்தில் சட்டன் செய்ய முடியறதில்லை. ஸோ அதனால் இந்த டெக்னாலஜியும் உபயோகப்படுத்தணும். அது முடிச்சுட்டு அப்படி கேண்டிடேட்ஸில் போய் சேர்ந்தேன். அதுக்கப்புறம் கேண்டிடேட்ஸை ஜெயிச்சுட்டு அது அடுத்த நவம்பர் தான் வேர்ல்டு சாம்பியன்ஷிப் இருக்கும். அது வரைக்கும் இன்னும் நிறைய ஸ்டெப்ஸ் இருக்குது. முதல்ல எப்படி போகிறதுன்னு பார்க்கலாம்.
ஸோ இந்த அளவுக்கு இந்த நெக்ஸ்ட் சாம்பியன்ஷிப் எந்த அளவுக்கு ஹோப் இருக்குது சார்?
எப்போவுமே ஹோப் இருக்குது. ஆனால் இப்போ காம்படிஷன் ரொம்ப டிஃபிகல்ட்டாக இருக்குது. இப்போது 2760 ஒரு டாப் 30க்கு தான் வரும்னு நினைக்கிறேன், டாப் 20. ஸோ அதனால் நம்பர் ஆஃப் பிளேயர்ஸ் என் ரேட்டிங் ஏரியாவில் இருக்கிறவங்க 15க்கு மேலே இருப்பாங்க. அதனால் இந்த கேண்டிடேட்ஸ் ஜெயிக்கிறதே ரொம்ப கஷ்டமாக இருக்கும். அதுக்கப்புறம் மேட்ச் ஆடுறது அது வேறு. முதல்ல என்ன கற்றுக்கணும்னு செலக்ட் பண்ணணும். ஸோ நான் நிறையா லெசன்ஸை பார்த்துட்டு என்ன இப்போ உபயோகமாக இருக்கும் என்ன செலக்ட் பண்ணணுன்னு முதல்ல அதில் நான் நிறைய வேலை செய்வேன். வீடியோ லெசன்ஸ் எல்லாம் இது மூலமாக ஆர்கனைஸ் பண்ணலாம். மெயினாக அதான் என்ன மாதிரி என்ன முக்கியம், என்ன கற்றுக்கிறதுக்கு நல்லது, அதெல்லாம் இந்த டெக்னாலஜி யூஸ் பண்ணி ஈஸியாக ரொம்ப அக்சஸபிளாக செய்ய வச்சா ஒன்று. ப்ளஸ் இந்த லெவலுக்கு என்ன முக்கியம் அதுவும் செலக்ட் பண்ணுறதுக்கு.
தேங்க்யூ.
I want to take chess to the next level. I think it's very important to be able to connect with kids and teach them the pleasures of chess. Chess develops all sorts of useful skills that will help them not only in playing chess but also in academics and solving problems in life. But one of the things that chess needs to be is that it needs to be presented in a fun and entertaining way, because after all you're competing for the attention with all sorts of other games, and it has to be made fun and accessible using technology. And I think ChessKid.com is perfect for this. I can tell you from personal experience that Akhil enjoys these videos very much. I mean, one day he started explaining to me about the pack rank mate, as always this voice that you hear in the video. I mean, you would think I should sit there and teach him, but it has to be very entertaining as well. I hope this will be an important tool to get more and more kids playing chess, and that we can together bring chess to millions. It's a very technologically friendly, effective way. It's very convenient. You have videos explaining concepts which then register much better, and you understand the concept much better than if you see it only on the board. And you'll be able to access it anytime, and that's important. If you look at how chess used to be when I started, I used to go and play in a chess club, and I used to spend my Sundays there, several weekdays there, playing as much chess as I could. Of course, nowadays, the way we learn chess, the way we study chess, the way we play, everything has changed a lot. But the one thing that will never change is that you get better by playing. I mean, I got good by playing lots and lots and lots of blitz games, because every concept that I learned eventually was hardwired into me. Now the same thing will have to happen on the phone, on your PC. You know, through the app, you will play chess as much as possible. That will not change. That's how you get better at chess. But the presentation, the concepts that you learn, all that are so much more accessible and easy to learn these days. That's why we're seeing younger and younger grandmasters, and I hope that we will now have our 64th grandmaster for the square H8, and that would be very nice for my 50th birthday. Anyway, I'm very excited to be here. Thank you all for coming, and let's find out more about chess.
My accomplishments look very, very small in the chess world, which is fantastic to see. I've been to probably around 80 countries, and there's only about 3 countries where I can say that the average member of that country can name their best player, and India is one of them. And the other 2 countries are quite small in terms of population that I would put on that list. World's largest scholastic chess website. We are a website for kids to play and learn chess. There are more than 1 million kids playing on ChessKid. We have had tens of millions of individual games played on our website. The number of puzzles accomplished is even higher than that. We are the foremost and respected, safe and fun place for kids to play chess online. We're also the only all-in-one website where you can play live chess, you can do puzzles, you can interact in ways that are beneficial to your chess career, and we're all focused on younger kids getting the educational benefits of the game at a very, very young age. We actually created a special video in honor of Viswanathan Anand and his best chess moves of all time. We're going to be showing that video a little bit later on the screen to give you a flavor and a style for what ChessKid's videos look like. They're probably the most popular part of our website. You all know the man to my right. This has been your country's best chess player for pretty much his entire career. This is Grandmaster Viswanathan Anand. A full explanation of all of what he's accomplished in the chess world would take up the entire press conference, so I'll just give you a couple of career highlights. He is a 5-time world chess champion. He's actually won the championship in every single format that chess offers, making him probably the most versatile world champion of all time. He is the 2-time world rapid champion. He's the former world junior champion. He's India's first grandmaster. In 2012, he was India's Sports Person of the Year, and he's also the inaugural winner of the Rajiv Gandhi Khel Ratna Award, which is given to your country's best, the highest sporting honor in all of India. He's also one of only 14 men to ever get his chess rating above the level of 2,800. If you're not a chess player, you might not realize what rarefied air that is, so I'll put it in different terms. There's been about as many men who have walked on the moon as there have been men who have gotten over 2,800, okay? So that's pretty hard to do.
I've been back and forth to the States for about a dozen times. India's really like a second home to me. So in 2016, when I was asked to join ChessKid, it was really merging my love of chess, my passion for chess and technology, and it was a dream come true. I knew that one day we would have to come back to where the game of chess actually started, right here in India. And I knew that when we had a chance to work with somebody like Vishy, we really had to jump on it. Okay? Vichy has inspired a generation of young chess players, chess talent. And here in India, there are great talents like Pramananda, Nihal, Gukesh. It's just brilliant what they've achieved. But not all kids have the ability to get those types of training resources that they need. So really, the one way to get to that is through technology. Technology is the way. And if you were to design the perfect chess training technology tool, what would it be? It would be something that has a ton of videos, something that has tons of puzzles that kids could solve. It would even have games that they could play online against their peers in their home country or kids around the world. It would even have a way for the in-classroom teacher to teach their own students how to play the game of chess. Okay? So I wanted to show you a quick...
Anand, undisputably the best Indian player of all time. Some would say the best chess player of all time. And what better way to show off how much joy he's brought to his fans by taking a look at his 3 best chess moves of all time. In this first position, it looks like the black king is tucked away safe, but not for the tiger from Madras. He opens up the king like a can of worms with rook takes e6. And after pawn takes, let's throw some more wood on the fire. Bishop to e7 check, uncorking the queen's attack on the bishop. And after the king captures, he got the bishop back. The king would love to travel backward, but the rooks need to stay connected, so the king ends up walking the plank. Knight takes d4, opening up the d file, and threatening knight to b5, forking the king and the queen. Now the queen runs away to avoid the fork, but then bishop to f5, a bolt from the blue. That opens up the rook's line on the king. It double attacks the e-pawn, and although the pawn did not take the bishop back, we're going to take a look and see what happens if it did. We would have seen knight to b5 double check, and whether the king goes left or right, there's going to be a mate. King c6 would be the worst option because queen takes d7 would be a mate with the black king right in the middle of the board. Vichy's second best move of all time comes with another d-file issue. This time, the queens look like they're about to talk to each other, but the bishop's in the way. So Vichy opens the door, but where to move the bishop? We'd love to give check, but there is no way. Black's king looks like he has just enough defense, but not to Vichy. We have bishop to g6, literally putting the bishop on what seems like the worst possible square. The bishop can be captured with 2 different pawns, but if it is captured, Vichy's queen snags the enemy queen. So instead, the knight hopped back to e7, but we want to see what would have happened if the queen had captured. And if so, Vichy would have brought all of his friends to the party. Rook takes e6 check. This pawn is pinned, so the king has to run sideways, but then the dark square bishop plays. Bishop takes h6 check, and look at that poor black king. He only has 1 move. Bishop takes f7, and I would not want to be black in this position. A very sad way to end the game. But Vichy's #1 move of all time came in 2013 in one of the most famous chess tournaments of all time. In this position, his bishop is in danger. You'd think he'd save it, but no, he puts another piece in danger, seemingly twice, with the unbelievable knight on d to e5. This move must have brought the house down. If anything gets captured with a white pawn, white ends up getting mated. For example, if f takes knight, then we would have seen queen takes d4 check, king moves over, and then a queen sacrifice on g1. The rook has to be the one to capture, and then knight to f2 mate. If we go back to the starting position, let's just say instead the bishop was captured with d takes c5, then we would have still seen queen to d4 check, king to h1, knight to f2 check. Rook takes f2 doesn't save white because after queen takes, there's too many checkmates on the back rank and on g2. So let's just say the king moves sideways. Then we would have seen the very famous smothered mate, knight to h3 double check, king moves over, queen to g1 check, forcing the rook to take, and then the king is smothered by his own pieces, which allows knight to f2, the prettiest checkmate in chess. We're very excited to have Vichy bringing this fun, this excitement, and the joy of chess to his native India.